Lewis Hamilton reveals how he beat Valtteri Bottas to Chinese Grand Prix glory. Hamilton started in second place but overtook his teammate on the opening corner. The Brit then cruised to a second win of the season, which takes him top of the Drivers' Championship. Upon reflection, Hamilton explained how his start to the race, which has come under criticism in recent weeks, improved tenfold. "The start is where I was able to make the difference, and after that it's kind of history," he said. "It's not been the most straightforward of weekends, but what a fantastic result for the team. Everyone has worked so hard. We came here and didn't know whereabouts we'd stand with the Ferraris as they were so quick in the last race. But we turned up. Valtteri had been quick all weekend and he did a great job today, and to have a 1-2 together is really special on the 1000th Grand Prix." Mercedes kept up their 100% 1-2 record this campaign. And team principal Toto Wolff was delighted his team remained way ahead of their rivals. "It's amazing, the 1000th race, being on pole and then controlling the race this way is super," he said. "The double stack was a particularly proud moment because you have everything to lose. We were thinking losing the position if we were to pit one of the two earlier. The stacking functioned brilliant, it was good choreography. Valtteri for sure will not be happy. He was on pole and had the speed to win, but the start was the deciding factor." Next news: Charles Leclerc, Nico Rosberg gives verdict on Ferrari star after Sebastian Vettel orders. And the Ferrari driver was understandably angry at having to let the German through when he was the quicker driver. In the end it ruined Leclerc's race as he could only come home in fifth while Vettel finished on the podium. Ferrari were unable to match the pace of Mercedes though, with Lewis Hamilton winning again ahead of teammate Valtteri Bottas. And former F1 world champion Nico Rosberg felt sorry for Leclerc. "For Sebastian they got it right, but I feel for poor Charles Leclerc," he said. "I don't know if he can get back to Verstappen, but let's all hope that could give us a really cool end to the race. Charles had the pace and was on the pace of the race. Sebastian, when he went past, was not any quicker. It's really not a nice way for him to end his race today." After letting Vettel past, Leclerc voiced his displeasure over team radio as he was clearly quicker. "I'm losing quite a lot of time," he said. "I don't know if you want to know or not." Ferrari held station though and backed four-time champion Vettel over his younger teammate. Meanwhile, Hamilton was delighted to pick up the win in F1's 1000th race. "What an awesome result," he exclaimed after taking his 75th victory. "Thanks for all your hard work, let's keep pushing." Next up for Hamilton is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix on Sunday, April 28. Next news: Valtteri Bottas fires Lewis Hamilton warning after losing Chinese Grand Prix. Bottas led the standings ever since winning the season-opening Australian Grand Prix. But Hamilton secured back-to-back race victories in Bahrain and China this morning to leapfrog his Mercedes teammate. The Brit overtook Bottas on the opening corner and cruised through the next 56 laps to wrap up a record sixth win in Shanghai. However, Bottas has warned he will come back stronger. "It's not a nice feeling, I'm coming back," Bottas said when told he had fallen behind Hamilton in the standings. "I lost it at the start. The car was feeling okay and otherwise the pace was similar. In the first stints, in the dirty air, I couldn't follow. It was a shame about the start. I got some wheel spin when I went over the white line at the start-finish line, which is immediately after my box, so I lost it there. It's small details, but it's early days in the season. Things are looking good, but I'm really proud of the team." "We've done 3 perfect weekends so far, so it's feeling really good." Meanwhile, Hamilton thanked his fans and support team for helping to deliver the win. "The strategists have been really on point in the first few races, so we've got to keep it up," he said. "You can see it's still very close between us all, and I really have no idea how the next race will turn out. I'm just really excited." Team LH China have just been incredible all weekend, so a big thank you to them. They have welcomed me from the moment I arrived at the airport, at the hotel, morning and night, every single day, and here at the race. Next news: Lewis Hamilton risks Toto Wolff by defying team order at Chinese Grand Prix. Hamilton started on second place and overtook teammate and pole sitter Valtteri Bottas on the opening corner. The Brit extended his lead at the front of the pack, and with 20 laps to go he wanted to focus on gaining an extra championship point. "Who has the fastest lap?" Hamilton asked over his team radio. "Valtteri has the fastest lap," his race engineer responded. With plenty of open track ahead of him, Hamilton began to hit the throttle harder to get the extra point. However, Wolff has previously forbid his drivers from challenging for the fastest lap. "Today in the morning meeting when we talked about strategy, I forbade them to go for the fastest lap if we are running 1, 2 or 3, Wolff said in Australia. "I think it was a plot between the engineers and the drivers, because the engineers were keen and the drivers were keen. So I need to reconstruct the radio calls how that happened." Valtteri Bottas picked up the maiden point when he won the Australian Grand Prix, and Charles Leclerc secured it in Bahrain. F1 introduced the new rule this year, which has changed the way teams think towards the end of a race. Only teams who finish inside the top 10 can claim the bonus point. Hamilton, who started the Chinese Grand Prix 1 point behind Bottas, was clearly thinking about making up the deficit. He is hunting a 6th world title this year, and every little counts. Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to share and subscribe to your channel to get the latest sports news around the world. Wished health and success. Goodbye.